right, now it is time to get into TNA Impact for July 30th, 2009. Cross the line.
It is my destiny.
Everybody's doing.
Everybody's doing the fucking same thing, Tony. This is the revolution. Our show has been sucking shit lately. Sorry. We'll pick it up. That's like something that happens on this show.
That's a Russo classic.
This show is I feel like this show's a lot of a Russo classic, James. A lot of the stories here feel very that. And he is there at this time, of course. But before we get into this show, the 200th episode of TNA Impact, let's see what was going on in the world of wrestling at the time with the Wrestling Observer newsletter from the Observer, July 20th, 2009. Vampiro, that's how I know him. You know him as Vampiro.
That's what you call him.
Yeah, I call him Vampiro.
Vampiro suffered a broken back in a strange situation on 7/7/7/7/7 in his home. He said that while he was asleep, several men broke into his home in Guadalajara and attempted to kidnap him.
Oh, no.
The police were patrolling and saw that his garage door open, the main door, and the windows all broken, and called for immediate backup and rushed into the home. Vampiro was asleep when this was all going on, so when the officers kicked his bedroom door in, waking him up, Vampiro claimed that he was waking up and had no idea they were the police and thought the police were the intruders that had weapons.
My.
So he jumped out of the window of his second floor bedroom, falling 15 feet to the ground.
Oh, no.
He broke 4 vertebrae in his middle and lower back and re-injured 2 herniated discs in his neck. He said then he was hit with the butt end of a gun and handcuffed. That feels very unnecessary. When the police recognized it was Vampiro, they must have saw the face paint. He was in so much pain, and they removed the handcuffs and took him to the hospital.
They thought that was Steve Borden. No, that's my brother.
This must be Vampiro right here. And with my gun. That is fucking insane. So there was dudes actually breaking into his house. The cops stopped it. And then he thought the cops were the dudes breaking his house and jumped out the window.
Yeah, he probably got startled, like get woken up, startled. What the hell? I'm leaving.
In UFC news, there is a story that THQ offered Clay Guida money to cut his hair for the video game. That is not true. The story is that he's not in the video game because THQ said they couldn't replicate his hair, which is fucking insane. I didn't know that was a thing.
So they just gave up?
They just didn't put him in. This is the Undisputed game, by the way. Which I don't know if he eventually makes it in or if he's in the next Undisputed after that. But yeah, they just said, we can't make your hair. You're not in the game.
In WWE, they'll just give you like default hair. They don't care.
You know, somebody that didn't make the games playable in WWE because of not their hair, but because their size was Hornswoggle. They just couldn't figure out how to let you wrestle.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Wow.
So they should have did something like the Blue Ranger in Power Rangers Turbo where he turns into a big dude. When it's time to wrestle, he's like normal size.
Holy shit! Well, they do it like Fortnite did with Billy from Saw. Billy Puppet. He's just human size.
Yeah, long legs.
Wow. Billy the Power. He just Hornswoggle comes out as Hornswoggle, and then in the match he grows.
Yeah, right.
From the Observer, July 27th, 2009, the future direction of TNA literally hangs in the balance due to the situation involving Jeff Jarrett and Karen Angle. So this is like fresh right now. The situation came to a head this past week when Jarrett, the founder and part owner of the company, was sent home by Dixie Carter. Kurt Angle was in the dressing room this past week, it shows, cutting strong promos on Jarrett. Different people have noted Angle saying he'd kick Jarrett's ass if he saw him, that he was going to have booking power, and if Jarrett was brought back, he would leave the company and go back to the WWE, which would have been fucked up.
That would have been insane. Wow.
Yeah, wow. So the news largely broke about the Jeff Jarrett Karen Angle stuff due to a caller who claimed to have been someone who works backstage for TNA with a disguised voice calling the Bubba the Love Sponge radio show.
What's up, brother?
I'm glad we rolled into the same place. Yo, brother, I hear Jarrett and Angle.
Hey, brother.
Hey, Angle, you go back to WWE, you take me with you right now.
So the caller said Karen Angle and Kurt's 2 young children have moved in with Jeff Jarrett, and that Dixie Carter was furious, and that Carter may buy out Jarrett's stock, and that Jarrett could be out of the company. I remember online this being fucking insane. This whole thing.
Thought it was going to be the death of TNA.
Dude, okay, 100%. 100%. Like, I for sure thought Kurt was leaving, and I thought Jarrett was gonna, like, they were just gonna fucking say, fuck this shit. Like, let's close this sucker, whatever.
Dude, you imagine they fired Jarrett and Angle goes back to WWE? That'd be like insane. That would have been the most insane thing ever.
I mean,
it would have been awesome if Kurt showed up in WWE with the hair and the beard.
The suit.
Yeah, the suit.
He takes the whole Main Event Mafia
title
with him. Yeah.
He brings
Booker and everybody goes back.
Yeah. Speaking of UFC before, by the way, UFC Undisputed did 526,000 in sales for the month of June, which would be a total of 1.5 million in total sales at the end of June. UFC Undisputed is a fucking awesome fucking game. Like, what a
dude,
great
the knockouts felt
dude.
huge. Yeah, it was just fun. Just the punching and everything. Everything felt like it had weight. It was cool.
Dude, I love those fucking games. Meltzer says the book on Rob Terry is that in the ring he's clueless. Fucking bullshit. I fuck with the freak heavy.
Wait, Robbie
T?
Yeah, that's what, yeah, man.
Big Rob and Bigger Rob?
On. You're telling me that the show that we watched during the fucking tag match, Rob Terry looked clueless?
two dudes named Rob. This one's Big Rob and this is Bigger Rob. Oh!
Dude, that was that was how Nash and Hall came together, James. I mean, that worked just as well.
That shit works for me.
Oh, did you see that, by the way? Robbie trying to get in, Robert Stone trying to get into TNA.
Yes.
Robbie E.
Yes.
I thought that was pretty funny.
I did see
a little video online, yeah.
I fuck
He's not on the list.
Damn it. Meltzer writes here, last thing here, the Foley Nash final segment of the Go Home show. I guess this isn't on this episode. This is for the Go Home to the pay-per-view. They tape a bunch of these in bulk. So the Foley Nash final segment of the Go Home show, where after the signing of the contract, Foley mentions that there's a table in the ring, and in pro wrestling, that means somebody has to go through it. Nash says that he doesn't get paid extra to do things like that, so he's not going to do it. Foley then ran, jumped in the air, and put himself through the table. Meltzer says, I hope it doesn't come off as stupid as it reads. Probably won't, since Foley can save a lot of otherwise horribly designed scenes. I wish that was on this show, because that sounds fucking funny as shit.
That is awesome. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. I like Kevin Nash saying, I'm not doing that if you don't pay me is very real. There's a lot of very real things that it feels like on these shows, which I guess is very Russo. But now it's time to talk about the 200th episode of Impact from July 30th, 2009.
All right, so we get into Impact here. Cross the line.
TNA Wrestling, cross the line. Ah, Kurt Angle yelling. Yeah,
dude, the Kurt Angle yelling part is iconic.
Ah! Yeah, shit's sweet.
So we go to a cold open here. Kurt Angle is addressing the Main Event Mafia in the back. He is pissed about what happened last week, and Booker T is here doing ad-libs to Kurt's promo, which is very funny.
Booker T is out of his mind this whole show. He only has like a couple parts, but he's fucking awesome.
He literally steals the show here. He's like, Kurt's like, we take no prisoners. He says, prisoners.
Dude, prisoners.
Oh yeah, more like that, prisoners. Yeah. I forgot he had an accent his entire run in this Main Event Mafia stuff.
Never explained why.
No, it is awesome. It's all about the five. Oh,
the five.
So we get a very special TNA Impact 200 intro, going over some of the biggest moments in the company's history.
This is fucking cool. I like this a lot. They do the whole song too.
Yeah, which is always funny because as the song continues here, it gets more and more belligerent.
Dude,
just words, yeah.
I mean, everybody doing is already like
that's
an awesome.
Crazy, yeah.
I'll be doing my thing.
Yeah, I mean,
do what I can. Do what I know.
Dude, the world's spinning to the right, they say. I'll be spinning the other way.
I mean, this shit is funny as hell. I mean,
I like that it says they say. Like, oh, is that not a fact?
Yeah, everybody's been saying.
I say no.
Oh yeah.
Do you have the actual lyrics?
I do. Here, let me send them to you. Actually, here you go. We'll take a look at these here. Evil in the souls of those who don't know. Step on the line and be on your own. Listen to the voice to break the spirits. To the spirits free. Come alive and fly with me. It is my destiny.
Dude, I love this part. This is my favorite part. Me gotta be who me gotta be. I gotta be who I gotta be. It is my destiny. It is the truth I see. In this world of fun. Come on, man.
It doesn't make any sense, but it does make sense.
Dude, it's kind of like AJ Styles' theme song. I am, you are. Same thing.
Whoa.
They say yes, I say no. Telling me to stay, I'm gonna go.
Holy
Me gotta
fuck.
be who me gotta be. I gotta be who I gotta be.
It is my destiny. I mean, this shit's awesome, man. Yeah.
Dude, if I ever said that, somebody, me gotta be who me gotta be, I'm kicking my own ass.
Dude, yeah, I mean,
I'm crossing the line.
I've been doing my thing. The world spins around the right, they say. I've been spinning the other way.
Oh,
Do what I
shit.
can. Do what I know. The world's a stage, and I'm
The show.
Yeah, this is awesome. And dude, the whole song plays here. Most of the moments they show is like Kurt and AJ doing cool shit. James Mitchell's in there hitting Sting with a fireball at some point there. There was one point during the video that I thought it was going to end on Sheik Abdul-Bashir's taunt. And I was like, wow, he's getting a big push. But it was not.
So Mike Tenay and Don West are the commentators for this evening. They are ringside, by the way, but there is a ton of canned commentary on this one for sure.
There is. Also, speaking of commentary, by the way, I didn't include this, but I was reading in the Observer that Taz being in TNA here has been raising some eyebrows because they figure he's eventually going to end up on commentary, and which means they're going to have to split up the God team of Don West and Mike Tenay, which of course happens.
So we start the evening off with a Main Event Mafia Town Hall. Everyone that was back there walks out here now.
Dude, Kurt comes out, of course, TNA belt. He's got the suit on. He's got a rose on the suit. This guy looks nuts. But yes, Joe comes out here in the goddamn towel. Taz is in shorts and a fucking windbreaker, which is an awesome look. And Nash is here with Jenna Maraska. Tracy Brooks is here as well. So Lashley just debuted here. They were hyping him up for a while, and he's here now, and he was meant to join the Main Event Mafia, but he turned on him. He was supposed to be the final piece in the puzzle in the Main Event Mafia's takeover of TNA, but he foiled their plans. And Kurt Angle's fucking pissed. And Kurt says, it appears that someone tried to make a name for himself last week at the expense of myself in the Main Event Mafia, and not to mention TNA management. Now, Kurt is in the middle of the ring cutting this promo, and all I could look at is behind him is Booker T standing there with jeans, a suit jacket, and a t-shirt on underneath, with his legs spread crazy, and he's like staring at the ground like fucking nuts. Like he's like in his his stance when he's in like Shut Your Mouth when he's about to G up for the pyro. That's what it looks like he's doing here.
Oh yeah, he's really upset at this Bobby Lashley thing that didn't go down
He's
right.
pissed. The jeans, suit jacket, and the t-shirt.
He's got a serious face on too, looking down. Yeah, that's great.
Bobby Lashley's a young prospect still. He already had his WWE run.
Yes.
But in 2009, he's still a young prospect. That hit me like a fucking truck, by the way, when watching this. Because my first thought was, oh, why in the world would they have Bobby Lashley and Mick Foley being the guys to stop the old timers? And I said, oh my fucking God. Bobby Lashley is still a young prospect here. He's not like the Bobby Lashley that we know now.
Dude, he only left WWE a year before this.
Right, yeah. He just feels like a guy that was already solidified. If he definitely, and they probably played this correct, he definitely feels like a guy that could have fit in the Main Event Mafia.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean, he's 33 here. He's beating Bob Sapp. He's taking over the top end of TNA. I mean, come on.
Kurt says, when you cross the Mafia, it isn't good for ratings or business. So that is the entire story of the Main Event Mafia at this point here, because we're in post-Sting Main Event Mafia. He's already turned back to normal Sting.
Yeah,
he's not
right. Yeah.
Steve Borden anymore. So the Main Event Mafia, the whole thing is here is if you don't have the Main Event Mafia on the show, there's no ratings and the show's bad. That's their on TV angle. And Lashley comes out, vroom vroom. Deb said that this sounded like a Breaking Benjamin song. Lashley's
Dude, the beginning of it does when it's like
His music hits and he's got a car engine on his Tron.
And you're right.
He's a big car guy.
And he comes out like he just got off the fucking Major League Baseball field. Like he's got the hat, shorts, baseball bat. He's ready to go. Which, you know, like all wrestlers do, they have a much better baseball career than their wrestling career, notoriously. So Lashley gets in the ring here. He's got the baseball bat, and he says, we had an agreement. Who want to be a part of the Main Event Mafia? You know, Booker T, Steiner, Nash, Joe, Taz, Kurt Angle. Of course I want to be in the group, but I saw what this group's about. You're not hungry anymore. I'm hungry. oh my.
Yeah, push this guy.
He said, I still want titles. I want to run the show, but you guys aren't hungry anymore. You're not hungry. You want to hustle people and cheat and steal titles. And Booker T, all of a sudden, he's now in Kurt Angle's face saying, I told you. Bobby Lashley's still trying to talk, and Booker's screaming at Kurt Angle. Lashley says, unlike Joe and Taz, you can't buy me, Kurt. And Kurt smiles and he laughs and he says, you know why you can't be bought, Bobby? Because you're young and stupid. You see these veterans right here? We make up over 75% of the TNA payroll.
That's a shoot, brother.
Oh my God. That is nuts.
Yeah, I'm sure everyone loved hearing that.
That's got to be true, right? There's no way that's not true.
That felt true. I don't know if it is.
Samoa Joe's looking around back there. Wait a minute. What are y'all getting paid?
Tracy Brooks says, they just gave me $50,000, but come on. Dude, yeah, Main Event Mafia makes up 75% of the TNA payroll. I mean, I was just watching something. What was it? I think it was like a Russo timeline thing, maybe of this year. And he was saying about how TNA, like, what was the difference between WWE and TNA? And he said, well, in WWE, I could do like literally any idea I wanted. I could get a rocket launcher and shoot it to the moon and they would pay for it. In TNA, they had this guy that was the spider handler for Tara. He would bring the spider and they paid him $200 a week. And after 4 weeks, they said, we cannot afford the spider handler anymore. And they had to stop doing that. Oh, and I was like, wow, yeah. So that's I don't
you can't pay a guy to hold a spider. Wow,
he was the owner of the spider. He brought the spider every week, and they couldn't afford to pay him $200 a week anymore. And I just that like hearing this and then that, I was like, wow, this. I feel like I knew too much on the show, let alone outside of the show.
Yeah. Right.
So Kurt says, you know why, Bobby? We don't get around like we used to. We're smarter than everybody else. We used to use and abuse people to demand what we want. And Lashley says, you told management this show can't go on without the Main Event Mafia and the equal ratings. But if that's what you told them, live up to your word. Give us the ratings. Where's the ratings, Kurt? Well, here comes fucking Mick Foley with a shitty-ass theme song. I hate this fucking song,
Bang,
dude.
bang.
All hands on the wheel. Fuck you. Hate this song, man. Well, Foley comes out here limping. He's in a Mick Foley t-shirt and tight pants. And
Mick Foley has been getting his ass kicked every single week since arriving in TNA. He came to TNA and said, I would like to not get my ass kicked. They said, sure, buddy, just sign that contract right there.
Yeah, we'll throw you off the stage next week if that's okay with you.
They've been kicking his ass.
Foley says, I want to thank Bobby for saving my butt last week. And he did that by kicking some serious Main Event Mafia butt all over the Impact Zone. Yeah. Well, I came out here to ask you a favor, Kurt. And he says, I want to ask you for a favor, Kurt. And it cuts to Kurt giving the fucking funniest, what the fuck did you just say, look, ever.
Dude, like, I'm not giving you this favor. Whatever you're about to ask me, there's no fucking way.
Foley says, look right into the camera. And if you try, you'll see the TNA board members there watching a 60-inch plasma set. 60-inch plasma here.
The plasma, man. That's a 2009. Yeah, that's a 2009 reference.
Foley says there's Kevin K and Brian Diamond and Bish with the Yankee cap, even Dixie. And they're all sitting around waiting for the ratings to arrive. So could you
live?
Give us live? You're right.
They just send them in the mail. They're waiting by the mailbox.
They're waiting for the Fast Nationals. Like, let's go ahead and see what we got here.
Foley says, well, how about a little tag team contest? Me and Bobby Lashley taking on you and Big Sexy. And it's a tag match, but the singles titles are both on the line. So if one of us pins a champion, we get that belt. And if we don't win, then look what you get. You get those monster ratings you've been looking for. Dude, enough.
We do not care about the ratings. I just want to watch them
10 minutes
wrestle.
into the show, you told me the show has no ratings. Why am I still watching? I'll fucking flip channels.
I don't care about the ratings.
I'm going to fucking hurt the ratings. I'm changing the channel.
They should make the ratings title. That'd be awesome.
They should have had an ongoing, like you said, James, live ratings. It's a little thing at the bottom that keeps popping up every 30
people
minutes.
coming and tuning on and off. Yeah.
That's how many people are watching. It's like a Twitch viewer count.
That'd be sweet if it was just for the Main Event Mafia only. There's just their ratings. That'd be so cool.
They have like a huge Titantron like ticker that like when the ratings go up, there's a loud noise in the arena.
It's like the pulse thing.
Oh, ratings are up.
Holy
they show
shit.
like AJ Styles, the ratings go way down. Oh, sorry, pal. Just not cutting
They
it.
purposely buried it.
Yeah, just like Chris
The guys in the
all these
ring.
ratings are tanking. We got to get you off the screen.
the guys in the ring just look over to it mid-match. Like Matt Morgan's up in this AJ Styles match, and he looks at the Tron, and the ratings just go down by like 0.2. AJ Styles says, "Oh, my turn to get back up then." Ratings go back up 0.3. Yes.
Yeah. That is fucking awesome. Wow. That sucks because that's probably something they would do at least for one episode. Like Kurt comes out and says, "Hey, we're going to show you all night the difference in ratings between the Main Event Mafia and everyone else. And all their segments have high ratings and everyone else has shitty ratings."
Dude,
good.
Kurt loses the title to like a TNA original, and then the ratings go like massively up. The Main Event Mafia is like, "What the fuck?
No, it's not supposed to be that way." Booker's like screaming, "What the hell?"
So Foley says, "What's it going to be? You going to put your money where your mouth is, or are you going to keep working the people in Nashville and take money off their table?" Holy
I don't
shit.
understand. Like, why would they care if they're working the people in Nashville? Like, they're just getting
People
paid.
in Nashville have been getting worked for fucking 20 years at this point.
Oh shit! Yeah, you see this show? Like it doesn't get Hogan's not even here yet.
Stop working Dixie Carter and the dude with the fishing hat or whatever.
Poor innocent Dixie Carter, fishing hat,
It's like Eric with,
Whatever Mick
with
Foley
the
said.
hat. Remember Eric with the hat in the back?
fish with the hat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Nash whispers something to Kurt, and Kurt looks at Lashley and says, "You want to show me up? It's on, Bobby. Not only are you going to get the ratings they want, but you're going to get your ass and Foley's ass on a silver platter." And they have to hold each other back from starting to fight here.
Grab the world title. You don't need this thing anymore. Everybody in the audience, come on! Yeah! Ratings are up.
Points to the Tron, 1.4.
Yes, that worked. Picks the title back up. Ratings go back down. Oh, fuck it. Throws it back away. Ratings go back up. Yes.
And now we have an X Division match. Ratings go down. Oh, fuck.
Dude, this is so bad. It could backfire on them. So we're gonna get the ratings we wanted, and if the show gets terrible ratings, it just looks awful for them. It's so funny.
I mean, it's a completely silly fucking idea, Tony. None of this makes any
No, it
sense.
doesn't. None of it matters. The ratings are
made.
made up. The numbers don't count. Whatever the saying is.
TNA was notoriously getting made fun of for their ratings.
Dude, Eric Young did all right. So there's this big ticker on the Titantron. And
I'm listening.
Yeah,
I'm in.
Don West and Mike today are sitting there, and they say, "We have a Eric," and the meter goes up just a little bit, like halfway.
Oh.
Young goes back down. Town Hall, boom, bottoms out. Oh, fuck! No!
Kick his ass!
Cancel this segment. It goes backstage to Vince Russo. Everyone in the office is ripping up the format. Write something else. Put him in a different team.
Where's the machine guns? Where's the machine guns?
They're not on the show. They're in the crowd.
I like the idea, James. That Eric, and it starts going down. Bischoff!
Yeah, that's where the Eric comes in. You don't know who it could be. Eric Watts, Young, Bischoff.
That sucks because this feels like something they would do.
2009 was a profitable year for them, though.
You're right. You know what? You're right. Was this the
Because
only
the
one?
ratings were up. You know,
That's
why
fucking
their
true.
profits and yeah.
It was because they fired the Spider guy.
That's Spider-Man.
That's where they save. They saved so much money. They were able to make a profit firing that one guy.
Yeah, dude. We should fire Spider-Man.
Terrence's like, "That's my husband. What are you doing? Like, I'm married to that guy." He said he'd come for free. Now he's got to get out of here.
Why are you paying him?
So we get a rundown of the card for this evening. The British Invasion versus Team 3D in an IWGP Tag Title Tables match.
James.
Couldn't believe it.
I sat there, I paused it, and I look at Deb and I said, "You have no idea what is about to happen here. This is about to change a lot."
This is the match. The match.
Tony, I thought it wasn't at first. I was like, "There's no way this is the match." Until I thought more about it, I said, "This has to be the fucking match."
This is the match. Yeah.
We'll talk about it when we get there.
Yes, of course.
Awesome Kong, Tara, and ODB will take on the Beautiful People in a 6-woman tag team match.
Of course.
We have a Don West special interview with Tara.
Don West is very heel at this point, by the way, everybody. Just keep that in mind.
We have Matt Morgan versus AJ Styles starting their best of 3 series to see who main events Hard Justice.
Against Stang.
And we have Mick Foley and Bobby Lashley versus Kurt Angle and Kevin Nash in a special challenge tag team.
War of Champions, they called it there, which I don't understand because the champions are only on one side.
I got a question for you guys. Is this good or bad, them laying out the entire show here? Because if you don't like this, you just tune out and the ratings go down. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know, because some shows do that, Tony, and I don't really know. I
mean, indie wrestling is like that. You know, you get the whole card before you go to the show.
Sure.
But I'm wondering, like, is it bad because you don't get any surprises, really? I mean, there are, during the matches and whatnot, but like,
sure,
the whole layout of the show. Maybe you don't want to stick around and watch it.
Maybe their idea, Tony, is that like if we tell everybody, hey, because I imagine most of these people are top guy, the Dudleys and fucking AJ and Foley Lash. Like, I imagine they're like, hey,
sense.
we'll tell them all the stuff that's happening because these are all quote unquote our names, and they'll stay because they want to see their favorite TNA people.
Sure. Okay. Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
So the first match of the evening is Hernandez versus Samoa Joe with Taz.
He didn't do the pose on the ramp yet, though. He's not.
He's
Main
just
Event
returning,
Hernandez
right?
yet.
Or he's just like
just came back last week, Tony.
right? Yeah.
Well, they are calling him Super Mex at this point.
That's true.
He's getting to the point. They also, he goes through about 3 different iterations of this singles push here where they're giving it a go. This is just the beginning. He actually ends up teaming with Matt Morgan, breaking up with Matt Morgan, teaming with Chavo, breaking up with Chavo. Becomes tag champs, I think, with everybody he ever teams with, I think.
I think that's right.
Yeah, he has a bunch of iterations where they keep breaking him up to do this singles run again. So this is I don't want to say the very first one, but it's one of the early ones for sure.
It definitely feels early. Hernandez is cool as shit. He's a big fucking dude.
Big dude and does all the best moves.
Yeah, what more could you ask for here? He's an even better hot tag. But, I'll give it a go, right?
So Samoa Joe, on the other hand, is Nation of Violence Joe with the face paint and the pants. And he is with Taz. And I think the idea initially was like the Path of Rage Taz gimmick. But what if it was Path of Rage where Samoa Joe just lost?
Yeah, if Samoa Joe has only regressed as this goes on.
Yeah, what if he was so angry that he just lost a lot?
Yeah, that's good. That's what I would do with Samoa Joe.
Who's in the Main Event Mafia also, by the way, big faction.
Yeah, dude. Well, he's in the Main Event Mafia after giving Kurt Angle the title in a ladder match.
Right.
Hernandez shows off his strength early here with a suplex, but Joe takes over, of course. Hernandez hits a shoulder tackle into the ring and a comeback into a one-arm spine buster.
That's awesome.
I knew we were going quick after that one.
A little too much too quick,
yeah. Hernandez then sets up for the border toss, but Joe back body drops him. I would have loved to see Hernandez border toss Samoa Joe, gotta be honest.
That would have been, that. There's a chance he could have ended Joe's career.
So Mike Tenay mentions Hernandez has the Feast or Fired world title briefcase, but Big Rob Terry has stolen the briefcase.
Which, possession's 9 cents of the law, so that's Rob Terry's briefcase.
So Joe goes for a superplex, but Hernandez pushes him off, and Joe hits the ring about as hard as a human can hit a ring.
Well, it's 6 sides as well, so it doesn't help.
That shit was just brutal, man. Hernandez then hits a top rope splash for a 3. Dude. And Taz is befuddled. Okay,
so Taz was a little happier earlier because Joe hit an exploder and then he pointed at Taz, who is, of course, the suplexman. And Taz was happy about this. But, dude, okay, Hernandez goes up top. Did you think he was doing a splash?
I didn't know what he was doing. I honestly thought he was going to wait for Joe to get up and then hit like a flying clothesline or a flying shoulder tackle.
I thought it was flying shoulder tackle. He does a splash and he jumps and it's almost like how Jeff Hardy, when he's first doing the swanton, kind of arches himself, except Hernandez just keeps going straight and he hits a splash. And I said, wow, that was kind of cool looking. And then he won with it. I said, wow, I hate that.
The arms out big splash was actually pretty dope. They have a good camera shot.
It was cool as shit, but I was like, hey, what the fuck?
Well, you have to understand, Joe's an up-and-comer here in TNA in 2009. A guy that would lose in under 3 in the openers. Probably what I would do, too.
What are we doing here? What are we doing here?
Well, Hernandez had to win because we needed the Quiznos replay. Buy one featured sub and get a second for $1.
Dude, Quiznos. I haven't had that in a long. Is Quiznos still a thing? I haven't had that in a
Remember the
minute.
commercial with the little dude?
With the lips?
Yeah, what was up with that dude?
Dude, that was fucked up. There was like a whole show with that kind of thing.
With the
What was
little
that
dude?
called? I don't know if it was a show with him specifically, but I remember it was like a hand and they put eyes on it and it looked fucking weird and a belly button. God, what was that called?
Dude, the teeth were nuts on this
That was a
thing.
Nickelodeon show, right? You're talking about,
it was
Johnny?
either Nickelodeon or Cartoon Network or something.
We love the subs because they toast them, because they are good to us.
Is this everybody doing everybody?
Oh, here's a good one. They got a pepper bar. These are all quotes from
What?
the mascot of Quiznos. Check this out.
Oh, what the hell is that?
Toasty. That's a big ass sub sandwich.
That's a big pepper shaker.
So JB interviews Hernandez ringside, and Hernandez says he will be the first Latino world champion.
Hey, Hernandez, you finally won something here. How's that going? I'm gonna be the world champion. Oh,
All right, well, best
good.
of luck with that.
and the segment ends with Don West yelling, "Taz is pissed." Taz wasn't that mad.
Dude, Joe looked pissed though. He was over there fuming. Joe does a good angry face. I like that. It was good.
He was probably shoot mad. That's why.
That was he didn't he kick out at 3.1 also, I think.
I
Yeah.
hope so.
Tony, I mean, Samoa Joe's gimmick in TNA for the next like 5 years is that he is mad that he lost.
That he is shoot mad. Shoot
And he's mad that he's here.
How many times did they do this with Joe where he would lose and then he would do the "I'm pissed off" face and
Dude,
start like
every time he
frothing
lost,
at
I
the
think.
mouth?
Yeah,
Every
you're
time.
right.
He's like foaming at the mouth. I'm so pissed.
He's so mad. What's gonna happen when he's so mad? Well, he's gonna lose again.
He's on a 60-match losing streak. Oh fuck!
He's
I
losing.
lost.
How'd I lose?
He's losing
Oh,
Bound for
man.
Glory matches on purpose.
He's got infinite negative points.
He's fucking the whole bracket up on purpose.
Oh, dude, come on! I lost again, man.
That's awesome.
How could I?
So we go to a pre-tape TNA Wrestling propaganda video. What does a revolution look like? Why
Where's
can
our
they see
ratings?
it and you can't? I mean, the way that they set this up is nuts. I like it.
I did too. And I mean, Barry Scott's a great voiceover.
Dude,
right?
I
Like,
love the TNA propaganda videos. They're so good. Like, they always make me feel like I'm part of the TNA team if I watch the company. You know what I mean? Like, man, I am part
They had
of
a
it.
mission
Dude,
statement.
This is a revolution. If I watch a show, they're going to do good and then they're going to be awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Why can they recognize the old ways aren't enough? We realize we aren't doing enough. Huh? Hey, wait. Are we like pro? This is a
I thought we were
revolution. Oh
doing-
yeah, I'm back.
The ratings are going to be good now, we swear.
We're pushing Eric Young.
Just wait. I promise you it gets better.
So we go backstage. Matt Morgan is here with Lauren to talk about his upcoming match with AJ Styles.
Yeah, Matt Morgan, he's puts himself over. He says he's, just as good as advertised, maybe better. And none of these opportunities have been handed to him. He's scraped and crawled and scratched for them. And tonight he gets to secure his spot in the Main Event Mafia, and he's made it clear that he wants to be in the Main Event Mafia. And if he beats AJ Styles, then he's in the Main Event at Hard Justice. And Matt Morgan is a pay-per-view moment just waiting to happen. Well, tonight, it's gonna happen. Matt Morgan doesn't know that this is not a pay-per-view, and he's not in the
That's
Main
what I
Event.
thought. How is he going to have a pay-per-view moment tonight? We're on TV,
Well,
buddy.
Tony, they taped probably 6 shows here, so he's probably lost in the timeline here.
This will
He thought
be on the pay-per-view too, yeah.
Him and AJ in the Main Event Hard Justice. I win.
Dude, it's kind of crazy. You got a guy who just won and said he's going to be world champion. You have Matt Morgan who says he's going to be the world champion after. It's kind of crazy.
It's nice that they care about the title here, at least this part of the show, right?
Yeah, those equal ratings. I don't know if you knew that, guys.
So backstage, JB is here with AJ Styles, and also please text the hotline to find out all your favorite news and info about TNA.
I like how he told AJ to hang out. Like, yeah, I got to interview with AJ, but hold on, I got to do this plug first. Just wait there for a second, pal.
I gotta make my fucking money. Can you fucking wait, buddy?
You can follow me on Twitter too. I think he says also. No, follow TNA on Twitter.
Yeah, text TNA free of charge, and I will send this information out directly out to your mobile phones. JB is texting you this shit here. Me and Gene should have stepped up, man. He could have went into the modern times, but JB was beating him to the punch.
Dude, that's been awesome.
AJ Styles does come in here, and he says he's re-entering the world title picture against Matt Morgan, but he's had a rough couple of weeks because he too has been a loser, much like Samoa Joe. James, these guys, AJ and Joe.
AJ and Joe are losing. They're losing a bunch, and the ratings are down. I mean, does anyone want to take a look at that? Maybe.
AJ, he lost to Kevin Nash. He lost the Legends title to Kevin Nash, I think, and then Eric Young turned on him in a match, and he says, I never saw it coming. Maybe the best thing about AJ Styles is the worst, and that's that I see good in everyone. Eric, you're one of the TNA originals, and now you're different. You're no different than the Main Event Mafia. Our paths will cross again, and when they do, I'll make sure you wish you were never born. That's fucking nuts. That's a crazy thing to say to somebody. You would rather be dead than see me again. Wow. You lost to Kevin Nash. Who gives a fuck? I'm not scared of you.
Yeah, you're right.
And then AJ, he talks some shit about Matt Morgan being bigger and stronger and more intimidating, but he's just like the guys he grew up with. They're bullies. And I was the guy that take on those bullies. And Matt Morgan, you're looking for a fight, you have found it. But we're not at the main event. It's not a pay-per-view, Matt Morgan. It's not a main event. I don't know what you were talking about earlier.
He's not going to be able to deliver.
No, he's not.
So backstage, JB is here with Mick Foley and Bobby Lashley. And JB asked Lashley why he decided to not join the Main Event Mafia.
JB says, Bobby Lashley, welcome to TNA Wrestling. I have to ask you. You debuted at Lockdown several months back. And we didn't see you for a few months. And then you made a shocking appearance last week. Why? I wish they would have, I'm glad he said that. Well, that's so fucking funny. They laid it out like that. Hey, you debuted and we didn't see you for months. What's going on, buddy? But he said he was preparing for a fight with Bob Sapp. And JB says, geez.
Did you win?
I think he did, right? He's undefeated.
Yeah, he won.
He said he won here.
That's good for him. Well, Bobby says, I was backstage last week and I was watching and I saw a man fighting for the company. It kind of changed my mind. And Mick Foley showed me something I'd never seen before. A man that gets his ass thrown off the stage every week. I mean, how is this guy still fucking doing this? What the fuck?
I've never seen this shit before. I want to be on his side. I don't give a shit.
This guy's getting his ass kicked. He needs some fucking friends.
Mick Foley shows up to work every day on time. And then 10 minutes before they go live, they say, we're throwing you off the stage, just so you know. He said, oh, I thought I was doing a promo. Oh, you are.
Yeah, off the stage, buddy. See ya.
All right, I guess I'll write a book about this. Whatever.
So we got you down here tonight, Mick, for a 2-on-1 handicap beatdown.
I thought I was doing a backstage segment.
I thought it was like the authority figure, I'm not active on the roster.
I can't fire anybody. Why is everyone kicking my ass?
Next week, we're going to invent a new Hell in a Cell variation. And it's going to be a 6-on-1 match against you.
And guess who's going off of it? Bitch.
What was the last part for? Just get out there.
That's just a feeling. That's what I gotta say. So Foley says what Bobby didn't know at the time when he made his decision to help him and not the Main Event Mafia is that he wasn't just fighting for TNA. He was fighting for his own pride. He wasn't happy with himself after
he was fighting for pride.
Dude, I mean,
that'd be awesome.
Mick Foley buying pride would have been sick. That would have been sick as
Mick
fuck.
Foley and Bobby Lashley tag team pride fight.
Holy shit, against Bob Sapp and goddamn Great Khali. That's the first thing I could think of.
You know what, man? That works for me. And you know what also I think is that Bobby Lashley should not show up. And then it's Mick Foley versus Bob Sapp and the Great Khali.
Sorry, Foley.
He goes to Pride and that's what they tell him 10 minutes before the fight. So this is what we got down.
Bobby's not here.
Why does this keep happening?
Oh, man.
You're getting your ass thrown off the stage, too. What the hell?
This is a shoot fight. Why am I going off the stage?
Just want to see what happens.
Dude, Great Khali and shoot fighting sounds like a fucking dream to me, by the way. That'd be awesome.
Dude, one fucking chop? Are you kidding me?
Yeah. Wow, that'd be awesome.
Dude, he squeezed head like grape submission?
I mean, shit. What if he betrayed Bob Sapp and that's how the match went? They beat Mick Foley and he betrays Bob Sapp and squishes his head like a grape.
Whoa, that's awesome.
And then he walks back up the stage and he takes Mick Foley and he throws him off of it. Hey!
Sorry, they just had told me to do this.
It was on the sheet.
Oh, man. Foley never fights back. It's just, oh, man, all right. Because I'll do that.
Because he's a company guy, you know. He just wants to do whatever the company
He is a company guy. Foley says that they did a lot of thinking and they realized it's everybody's best interest if one of us gets one of those titles back from the Main Event Mafia. And that's what we're going to attempt to do tonight. And then hopefully I won't get my ass whooped in a handicap situation.
Don't hope too much.
Did you pray today?
So it plays the Matt Morgan pre-tape that basically says, this is the best guy ever. Please cheer for this guy.
He's the DNA of TNA. I don't know if you guys
Tony,
knew that.
he's the most genetically jacked, athletically stacked giant in TNA today. He's the blueprint of a perfect athlete. And, you know, he is most known for his work on American Gladiators.
So it then plays an AJ Styles pre-tape. And to be honest, at this point, you'd probably need an hour to go over this guy's TNA accomplishments by 2009.
Yeah. That's, I mean, God, he did everything. He was, at this point, I don't know how many there have been since, but he was the only Grand Slam champion at the time here. And they said he's one of 2 TNA originals at this show who competed on TNA's first event 7 years ago. Who was the other one? Jarrett?
The
only
Young
one of 2
Dragons.
current superstars. Holy
Cody
shit.
Deaner.
Cheeks. Spider-Man, who we just fired, so he's only one of one now.
Cheek still works there.
What the fuck was Cody Deaner doing on show 1?
Dude, Cody Deaner's on the show now, which is nuts.
What the fuck?
Cody,
Well, come on.
you're right.
He's our boy Jake's cousin. We're cool with that. It's all good.
Cousin Deaner?
Cousin something.
So Matt Morgan versus AJ Styles is up next. This is the first match of a best of 3 series. We actually watched the second one too, which is the week after this.
Watching this out of order just for fun.
And I gotta say, and I think I said it the last time we watched this best of 3 series, I will never get tired of watching old AJ Styles stuff.
Just from his entrance here, like the pyro coming down and him jumping through it, I said, oh wow, this is the greatest of all time, I think. Here.
This is the fucking GOAT. If I flipped on this channel
like,
and saw this guy, I'd be like, wow, I'm watching the fuck out of this.
Yeah, man, he should lose.
No. So AJ starts on top here because he's faster, of course, than Matt Morgan. But Matt Morgan eventually catches him and catapults him to the outside.
On commentary, TNA said, this is it for AJ. And then he didn't really expand on it. I said, hey, what the fuck does that mean?
I won't hear that.
Yeah, what the hell you mean, buddy?
I hope not. So Matt Morgan cuts himself off by crotching himself on the top rope. And AJ starts firing back. He knocks him down with his signature drop kick. He hits the phenomenal forearm for a 2.
So clean.
And Matt Morgan then grabs AJ, but AJ hits the Pele kick out of nowhere and very just seamlessly slides over to the apron. And this is what he was using as his finish at the time, the 450 springboard. And he picks up the win. We go backstage. Lauren is here with Tracy Brooks.
Yes, Lauren. So Tracy Brooks, the week before this, won a Main Event Mafia Knockouts $50,000 Battle Royal to become
$50,000.
Dude, that is so. I can't wait to talk about that because that was awesome. So 50,000. So yeah, she won 50,000. And she's in the Main Event Mafia now, and Lauren is saying that she ruffled a lot of feathers last week because she used her position of power to dupe everyone. They don't really explain how, but she did. And Tracy says, I didn't dupe anyone. I did what I had to do. I sat on my sweet ass at home. I've been calling TNA, texting TNA. Was she calling like TNA.com?
She was texting JB.
Texting JTNA hotline for scoops about where's Tracy? I don't know.
Good question.
I'll fucking look into it. She says, please, can I be a part of your show? I even offered to set up the ring. Hey, good on you, Tracy. But they said, Tracy, we love you. You're one of our favorite employees, but we've got nothing for you. And she says, have you seen the other knockouts and have you seen me? They come view in HD and I come to you in H double D. Because of her breasts.
Dude, good line.
Whoa.
I mean, great line. She says,
because
I go
that
to
was the
Hollywood
big
for-
initiative at the time is TNA is HD.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It was like Impact
Brand
HD, right?
synergy.
Yeah. You're right. Well, HD, it's even better, right? And she says, I go to Hollywood for 5 seconds, and this fantastic body is being used, but a company I've bled and cried for since the beginning has nothing for me. Lauren, screw you. Hey, what the fuck? What I do? Screw them and screw TNA.
Lauren says, what
Lauren
the
says-
fuck did you just say?
Yeah, I'll kill you, fucking motherfucker. She stands up crazy. 10 toes. She says it's not always about you. There's a dozen knockouts that want more TV time, and maybe the TNA officials are doing the best they can.
Maybe they're fucking trying. Maybe we're all fucking trying. You know how hard this shit is?
Yeah, she starts talking like she's the mouthpiece for the writers. You know how fucking tough it is to write this show, Tracy? How many hours we got to put in? I mean, we just had to fire Spider-Man. There's a lot of money that goes into this show. And,
have you seen the ratings when you're on?
We got to put in commercials. You see these ratings?
Didn't you just win $50,000? I'm fucking hoping for a half day off, and you have $50,000? Are you shitting me?
Hey, what are you talking, Lauren? What are you talking about?
I'm so
here?
pissed. Mick Foley better not be on the stage.
Hey, what are you, Big Foley? We're talking about the Knockouts title.
I'm just saying. Anyways,
Tracy said,
what the fuck else did you need to talk about? I'm
Tracy
hungry.
says that isn't good enough. Oh, well, the Main Event Mafia's not hungry enough, James. Tracy says that isn't good enough. Kurt Angle showed me the money. Yeah, just give me my money. And now I'm property of the Main Event Mafia. And she turns around and shows the Emmy emblem on her gear. And Taylor Wilde walks in. And she says, Tracy, you broke my heart. You were the original TNA knockout.
Dude, Taylor Wilde is the fucking like perennial baby face here. Like
I love Taylor Wilde.
Super white meat baby face.
Yes.
Like unbelievable, really. Terry Taylor when he came to Mid-South type baby face, nuts.
Dude, that's a fantastic comparison. She's also good too. Like, yeah, I always had a like for Taylor Wilde. And
she had a great run here. Yeah, she did.
She did. Yeah. That's what I thought. So Tracy's upset. She says, you were original TNA knockout and the one we looked up to, and you're one of the reasons I got into this business. And Tracy looks at her and says, boo-hoo. You should have picked another line of work. This business isn't made for soft women like you. It's made for bitches like me. And she walks away. And
Lauren said, you want me to step in?
Lauren, for some reason, like coddles Taylor and then looks directly into the camera and says, the TNA knockouts are up next.
I like that. Stand on business, Joe. Fuck this. I'm not being disrespected. I don't get paid enough. None of us do.
She should have
We're
hit
all
her.
just
I don't get
trying.
paid at all.
Like, we're fucking in Florida right now, man. Like, I don't want to fucking be here. Are you kidding me? It's fucking musty outside. Weather's shit.
Yeah, man.
Fucking Blue Man Group every single day. Every day. They got Okada out giving out tickets with the Young Bucks. I don't fucking see that.
Hey, we're live.
We're live? Oh. All right, well, back to you guys.
Knockouts are up next.
So we have a pre-tape here, and it goes over Tara and the Beautiful People's feud so far.
Yes. So Tara had put a spider on Velvet. The spider's name is Poison. She put a spider on Velvet Sky, and Velvet Sky was mad at the Beautiful People for letting this happen. She said, if you won't have my back, then we're done. So Tara tried to do this again, and Angelina Love stepped in and challenged Tara to a match. And Tara
to
said,
distract her from putting the spider on Velvet.
Right.
Hey, I'll put the belt on the line right now.
I'll fucking do it. Well, Tara said, I'll only fucking have a match with you is if you put the title on line. And she says, okay, I'll fucking do it. I'll do it. And then Tara wins. Tara wins the belt. But then Angelina's argument is that the match wasn't official and she's still the champion. They face again, and Angelina beats Tara, but Tara's foot was on the rope. But the referee for the match was referee Slick Johnson, who Tara then super kicks and puts the spider on him. Of course, that's the thing. Put the spider on him. And then Slick Johnson is caught by Lauren, the interviewer, coming out of the shower. And she says, what are you doing? And Slick says, oh, I was having a look at my spider bite. And out from the shower comes Madison Rayne in her gear. And Lauren says, don't tell me you were back there with Slick. And Madison says, what a fucking business or else.
Oh, speaking of Slick here, when he comes out, he's like, got a shirt over his shoulder, his pants are unzipped, belt's open. Like, he's so funny.
Multiple spider bites.
He got butt ass naked and Madison Rayne was fully clothed. That's awesome. For the spider bite check, of course.
Yeah, of course.
So I guess Tara low blows Slick also again.
Yes, right at the end of that. Yeah,
Right,
Which I don't know
okay.
where that was.
Yeah, at some point, Tara did low blow Slick Johnson again.
Who had a boner from Madison Rain, and it hurt a lot.
So we go to a Tara interview with Don West, which is a sit down, by the way. They used to do these because they have the sound stage, right? So they can have access to it all day if they need it.
Yeah, I mean, these are cool. This one was interesting, I guess. It was more of a Don West angle here, oddly enough.
Don West got to get over his new persona.
So Don West is sitting down with Tara, as James said. This is earlier in the day, they say here. And he says, incredible 10-year career in WWE. Tell me about your experience and some of the fond memories you had. And Tara says, it was a dream, but everything has to come to an end. And Don West says, all right, well, all good things come to an end. What happened? Hey, give me some scoop here. And Tara says, there was a point in my career where I was sure if I was ever going to be happy, I wanted to leave loving the business or I wasn't sure if I was ever going to be happy, excuse me. And I want to leave loving the business and be able to tell my future kids that I love what I did and leave with pride.
That's super admirable, by the way, to be able to realize, very mature, to be able to, I don't, whether or not this is a shoot or not is one thing, but it sounded like a shoot, or at least a little bit of it.
I thought so.
Yeah, right. And like being able to realize that you're not happy doing something and being able to step away from it before you fucking hate it.
At that level, too?
Is very important. Yeah, right. Like
true,
for your mental health and everything else. Whether or not, whatever. It's just a good talking point.
It is very cool. I mean, she's super baby here. Like,
yeah,
this is
absolutely.
it's great for her, but Don West is being a fucking asshole. So he asked her about her experience in TNA, what prompted her to come here and all, and how's it been? And Tara says, it's been tremendous. All the girls are amazing. And when I was in WWE, I watched Awesome Kong, and it was a dream of mine to wrestle her. And Don West cuts her off. He says, all right, let me cut in right here. Speaking of the best, let's talk about the beautiful people. Let's talk about the champion, Angelina Love, and the controversy that happened at Victory Road. Your foot may or may not have been on the rope, bouncing around on the rope, a little sour grapes here. Or you think Slick Johnson, And Tara says, are you talking about the sexual favors that Slick Johnson has been receiving from the beautiful people? And Donovan says, oh, hey, what the fuck? This is a family show. You can't say that. Chill.
I loved when he looked at the camera. He said, okay, family show. Come on, let's not go there.
Dude, I love that she full on. You talk about the sexual favors? Oh, I thought this was just implied. Well, Don West says, all right, well, you talked about Awesome Kong, and when you were over there, she was the best you haven't seen, and you wanted to face her. What makes you think you could go one-on-one with her? And Tara says, I'm in the best shape of my life. You think I went home and ate some bonbons? And Don West says, there's nothing wrong with a bonbon as long as you take them in small doses. And Tara says, anyway.
That was nuts. Wow.
Anyway, I came here to prove everyone that I still have it. And there's one thing about Tara you don't know. I don't start anything I can't finish. Don West, of course, he's not. He's like, what the fuck? He said, well, let's be honest. It's pretty easy to finish something when you put a 17-legged, 15-pound, hairy, gigantic spider from the depths of Africa on somebody. And Tara says,
what the fuck just happened?
Talking about poison, my little spider. They're going to fire the spider handler here in a second, man. This angle is going to run its course here in a minute. You might want to chill. And I'm going to have him introduce the spider to you and take a big bite out of your you-know-what. That's the interview there.
So we have Awesome Kong with Raisha Saeed, ODB with Cody Deaner, who still works in TNA right now, by the way.
Let's go.
And his cousin is Jake something. And they're teaming up with Tara, and they're taking on the beautiful people of Madison Rain, Angelina Love, and Velvet Sky.
And they do the beautiful people do their entrance where they show their asses on the ropes, and Don West says, "Can we show a replay of Velvet's entrance?"
That's
and Mike today says, "Hey,
Dude, they're both like stun locked. They can't even say words. They're like,
They need Taz in there. Let the pigeons loose.
Taz probably said that backstage. Says, "Wow, you should be on commentary."
So Tara takes down all the members of the beautiful people here to start the match. It's a power slam on Love for a 2. It breaks down immediately, and everyone is fighting.
Dude, all over the fucking place. Yeah, like when they were beautiful people were feeding in, Tara was slapping the shit out of them. I thought they would sell that more. It looked like it was nuts. Just a gigantic slap to all of them, took them all out, and then the power slam, as you said, yeah, breaks down super quick here until it doesn't.
Yeah, things come back together, and Tara is still giving the work to Angelina Love. ODB and Madison Rain tag in. ODB hits the splash in the corner where she theatrics her boobs. And then
that was her thing.
It was boobs, pussy, fucking trumpet or whatever. You know what I'm talking about?
She was over as fuck too, dude. Like ODB was sick too.
Dude, ODB changed the knockouts division forever. I don't care what nobody says.
You're
she was
right,
super.
because it was like
I agree.
she was she was so
her gimmick was Florida woman. It was awesome.
Yes, dude. It
Yeah.
was
Dude,
fucking
I said
awesome.
this before, but I can't believe ODB never had a WWE run at all. Like she
tried to go there, then she went to TNA.
She was signed, right? She was in OVW, and then I think she had a conversation with Triple H and said you should go to TNA.
That's what
Dude.
it was. They legit said you
Yeah.
should go to TNA. That's
wow,
right.
Have
yeah,
a,
but like
yeah, go there and
Yeah.
get better. But yeah, you
yeah,
think it would
after
have came
that
back
they
around,
could have.
right?
Yeah, she should have came back around. She definitely had the character for like do something huge on a.
Maybe in that time, Tony, they were still PG'd out, and her coming in as Titty Trumpet might have not worked.
Yeah, you're right. But it was awesome in TNA, man.
It was fucking awesome, dude. Yeah, it was sick as fuck.
Bam with the trumpet.
Boobs, dude. Ass titty trumpet needs to be like a shirt. That's awesome. She had an ass titty trumpet shirt.
Dude, she had a flask. She
Dude,
would
liquid
drink.
courage. That's what they called it. The
Dude,
liquid
they did
courage.
call it that. That was awesome.
That's so sick.
Man.
Good gimmick.
Tenay on commentary during this says, I can't believe, Don West, you were taking up for Slick Johnson. You know, I thought he was named Slick Johnson because of his bald head, but then I saw him coming out of the beautiful people locker room and I changed my mind in a hurry. And Don West says, your point is...
It was so as is too. That's how he said it.
yeah.
And your point. So we go
Just keep going.
to commercial. We come back. The Motor City Machine Guns are in the crowd trying to get
What
booked.
the fuck? Yeah, man. They're in the crowd. They're holding signs that say conspiracy victims and yes, we still work here. Okay.
So Tara and Kong get a moment in the ring and they're throwing hands. This was fucking awesome.
Dude, so it was like Tara chopped Kong to tag out, and then Don West said, whoa, did you see that? And then Kong slaps Tara on her back to tag her back in, and then they stare down and start throwing punches at each other.
That shit was
James said,
awesome, yeah.
Dude, it was sick as fuck. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, I wrote down here that everything is division. Like, if you're going to get over here, if you're going to work, you go through Kong, and if you don't have a good program with Kong, just fucking go ahead and hang it up. Like, it's just not going to work.
Yes, for real.
So Kong and Tara fight up the ramp as
They're on the same team, by the way. Just to remind everybody.
They're
They
fighting.
brawl up the ramp.
So the beautiful people then use the numbers game on ODB in the ring here. Angelina Love is choking ODB on the rope, and ODB says, "Hey, get off me, you whore."
What?
Don West and Mike today say, "Oh my God, there are children watching right now."
There's children walking. You watch your filthy mouth.
So Angelina Love then goads on Cody Deaner, who gets on the apron, and then Angelina Love says, "What? You gonna hit me? Well, go ahead, hit me." And then Cody Deaner grabs Angelina Love and kisses her, which allows ODB to roll up Angelina Love and win the match.
Of course.
Yeah, ODB beat this group 3-on-1 right there.
And pin the champ?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So ODB, she powders, and her and Deaner laugh on the aisle, and Velvet Sky is spraying Angelina with hairspray to get the taste out of her mouth.
They said that's repellent. It's Deaner killer spray. So she's trying to kill the Deaner germs that are all over Angelina Love.
Jake something also used this.
Multiple times he turned and then didn't a lot. So it looks like an unnamed group of people from all over the world. Some would say they're the elite athletes from the different parts of the world have arrived to the building.
Dude.
I don't know where these guys of all people decide that they can just show up here at 9 o'clock.
They don't give a fuck.
You better
before
start
Main?
because you're about to ruin a relationship with New Japan Pro Wrestling, boys.
Tenay says, what's that in his hand? I wish he didn't have something in his hand, and I bet by the end of this, he wish he also didn't. And Tenay says, let's take a look at the history between Eric Young, Kiyoshi, Sheik Abdul-Bashir, and the British Invasion. That sounded like a sleeper cell fucking sentence.
That's a
Just
universe
unlock
mode
something.
team.
So Sheik Abdul-Bashir is Davari, for those that don't know. Kiyoshi is Kiyoshi, for those that don't know. And they align with the British Invasion, which is Magnus, Brutus Magnus, Doug Williams,
Brutus.
and Rob Terry, of course. And Magnus, they're going to kill
British.
the TNA originals. They are fucking British, just in case you didn't know. And they're invading
That
America.
is true. There.
They have visas. They work here.
They probably live here. Magnus says, we will put the final nail in the coffin of the TNA originals tonight, and all nations unite. Not America, of course. So Eric Young is in Foley's office. This is all one video, everybody. So Eric Young is in Foley's office, and he's saying, hey, I know I suck. Sorry about that. I'd like to go back to work now. And Mick Foley says, yeah, sure. So there's a match in which Eric Young turns on AJ Styles during the match, hits him with a pile driver, and helps the British Invasion win the match. And EY on mic says, this is the World Elite, and everything in TNA is going to change forever. And then Mick Foley comes in and tries to choke Eric Young to death, and he gets held back by security. So now it is time for the World Elite Town Hall. And their theme song goes as follows.
Wait, who are these guys?
Dude, that's even fucking funnier. They didn't know. Eric Young says it in the promo the week before.
Yeah, I love the way this goes. It's funny.
Eric Young, this is their song. We are World Elite. Yeah!
Dude, don't forget the harmonica. There's like a harmonica at the beginning.
Don West says, oh, I think they're World Elite.
Today says, now we know that the World Elite. I see the screen. I hear the music. Oh, okay.
That's right.
Magnus says, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce to you the leader of World Elite, Mr. Eric Young. And the crowd boos. So Eric Young says, hey, everybody, look at me. I'm the center of attention. Isn't that what you wanted me to be? You know, bring the entertainment. Eric Young the clown. That was like doink. Eric Young the clown. And look at this face. Who's laughing now? Growing up as a young boy in Canada, I heard big stories of the big old US of A. And the truth is, I heard so many positive things. I knew this is where I had to be. I knew once I became
USA.
Of course, dude. Fuck yeah. I knew once I became a pro wrestler, if I wanted to make it, I was going to have to move here and become a citizen. So that's what I did. That's what all of us did, oddly enough. We're all American citizens in this group. It's weird. I sold everything and I moved here and I made it. And I did it on my own. And Don West says, this is one of the most emotional speeches I've ever heard. While the crowd is chanting, shut the hell up. Which shut the fuck up didn't exist yet, I guess, in 2009. Just shut the hell up. And Eric Young says, I learned for every good piece of press this country gets, it deserves twice as much bad press. And every other country in the world hates the United States. They hate your corrupt government. I was like, wow, what year is this? They hate your dirty politics. They're afraid of your people. Then this is so funny. Eric Young is dressing them down. They cut to a shot of the crowd, and Mike today says, how can he say this? We had U.S. soldiers here earlier today, and they show all the soldiers in the front row sitting down, just getting berated, as Eric Young says, you're all racist.
Dude, he does say that is insane. You're racist.
Pirates, and you're racist, and you're bigots, and we would be hard-pressed to not agree. And the fault doesn't lie with the country. It lies with the disgusting people that live here. Like Jeff Jarrett and Mick Foley. Fucking piece of shit. And crowd chants, go home, Eric. And Don West says, well, at least he's got a home to go to. What? No, everyone else here is homeless.
All these people at Universal Studios have paid a lot of money to get in the park are homeless, yes.
Well, Eric Young says, I'm one of the greatest pro wrestlers in the world, and like the entire mood shifts. It's like everyone says, oh, fuck this. And he says, you would only cheer me when I made you laugh. So now the World Elite, we're going to start taking back from America and its people, just like you took from us. And no longer am I going to be the dancing, laughing marionette you wanted me to be. And he walks over and he picks up a pair of hair clippers. And he comes back and he says, from here on in, we're going to be who we want to be. And I'm going to be who I want to be. Now, what he was doing here is he was going to try to start shaving his head. And I don't know what he thought shaving your head was like. I guess he never did it. But not only does it not work, I don't know, maybe they just weren't on or something happened here.
He has a big ass guard on the clippers.
Oh, he has it on the highest?
Like the number 6 guard or whatever, like the biggest one, so you'd only want a little bit off the top.
Why are they wired?
I guess in 2009 they didn't have just
There is no way.
Did.
Yeah, I was about to say, there's no way.
I feel like they told Eric Young to get the Clippers. Like, you bring these to the show tonight.
And this comes out of your pay.
Yeah, we can afford these. Dude,
He got the cheapest ones he could find.
That's probably so. There's probably multiple things, Tony, like that.
No,
Like
he definitely
James
had a
said,
guard
the
on it, though. I don't know why he had a guard when he's trying to shave his own head, but...
Well, it's probably also, Tony, not helpful that he started trying to shave his head from the middle across.
I don't know. I'm new. I've never done this, but he has a whole group of guys who he could have got down on his
somebody
knees.
help you.
He
One of
should have
British
got
guys.
down and let someone shave
Wait,
his
which
head.
ones are the British
But-
guys?
One of the many British guys. Just pick one. So he's trying to shave his head, but it's not shaving anything. He's trying to cut this like intense promo, and he's shaving his head to be a new man. And he says, "From here on out, I call the shots. Not Jeff, not Mick, not anybody." The entertainment stops, and the violence begins. And he's trying to shave his head, and nothing's coming off. And then eventually he calls out Team 3D. And he says, "Why don't you come out of here and put a smile on the face of these fools?" And he's getting flustered because the fucking shit's not shaving his head. So he's fumbling his words. He says, "Put a smile on these faces of these fools, just like the puppy they wanted me to be, because now I'm pulling the strings." And he goes back to shave his head some more, and it doesn't work. And then Team 3D comes out, and Eric Young is now throwing the hair clippers away. He has stopped attempting to shave his head.
Dude, he looks exactly the same. You cannot tell that he did
They look
anything
like
to
butters.
his hair.
Oh, hamburgers.
Dude, Eric Young is Professor Chaos. Now I will take over the world with World Elite. Oh, you got the British invasion with you. Oh man. I fucking could not stop laughing at him cutting this serious promo and fucking not being able to shave his head the whole time.
Yeah.
The whole time.
I mean, that's
man.
nuts, dude.
It's unbelievable. Like I've never heard of this. I don't know how people don't make fun of this more. This is fucking funny as shit.
So he does get a little bit of hair off. Like when he goes up for the last time that he does it, a little bit of hair does fall off.
Oh, thank God.
He just kind of lined himself up a little bit.
I want to be who I want to be. Give yourself a low table.
Trying to give yourself a bad haircut and instead of giving yourself a very cool haircut would be awesome.
You line it up perfectly. Oh, man, that'd be good.
Oh, shut the
That's
fuck.
what he should have done. He should have just lined himself up as he's cutting the promo. You know, I don't like America. He's just making sure he gets the line straight.
Here's a mirror. So fucking Team 3D come out here. They got mics, and Brother Ray comes out and says, "Listen very carefully. This is America. Love it or leave it. How dare you come out here and insult these people? They're the reason why you're in the ring. You're not the World Elite. You're a bunch of punks with big mouths." Well, that's not as catchy of a name.
Dude, this is such a tired act. Oh my goodness.
This is like, he loved doing this.
He did it a lot. Matter of fact,
Yeah, he did.
He had this exact tables match probably 100,000 times.
With La Resistance. Who
Like-
also hate America.
Like, yeah, they come to TNA. It's cool to see them. And then they're just the same forever.
I
And it's like,
know.
whoa,
I know.
I'm going to need to see
Yeah.
something else at some
I
point.
know.
Up until Bully Ray, they were pretty much the same, right? Yeah.
Yeah, until they split.
Right.
And he got in
and-
shape and he did aces and
He
eights.
did.
I mean, they did change, but for now, that is not the case.
No, yeah, it took him a long time. Yeah.
We're so still in this. I mean, they haven't even touched the Nasty Boys yet.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're right.
No.
And Brother Ray says, "Tonight when you hear Devon get the tables, you know that you're in the greatest country of the world, USA." I guess they've never done that in any other country.
So Team 3D rushes the ring. Everyone powders other than the British invasion. And we get this is how we start the IWGP Tag Title Tables match. Team 3D
Yes.
versus the British invasion.
This is history right here. Like, this is legendary. What happens here?
This is the infamous match where Russo booked the British invasion to win the IWGP Tag Titles without telling New Japan.
Which is nuts.
It is fucking crazy.
So it says here, New Japan did not sanction the match nor initially recognize nor sanction the title change until August 10th. So it takes them a month to settle this, and then Team 3D win them back in October.
So we go to commercial pretty quick here, but we come back in, and it's one of those Team 3D brawl around the arena points here.
Yes, they were famous for that here at this time in TNA.
You could tell me this was from 2005. You could tell me this was from 2007, 2009, 2013.
You can call every spot that they do, I bet, too, especially throwing each other into the wall.
The wall.
Dude, that's a classic.
Bubba walks straight to the wall because he knows that's where they're going to do this.
Well, for a while, the wall had a picture of them on it.
It did. You're right.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, I wrote to you. I feel like every time I fucking watch TNA, it's a Team 3D brawl.
That's all they did.
I get the fucking walking brawl, but goddamn, guys, let's fucking do something else.
Yeah,
so
of course.
they get, especially your IWGP Tag Champs right now. Let's do something else.
You care?
Yeah,
man.
goddamn.
You're not doing this against Makabe on your own. Maybe you are.
We get back to the ring. Bubba bumps everyone in the World Elite.
Of course.
Team 3D hit the was up. If you can believe it. Bubba tells Devon to get the table.
And I hate this version of it, man. I wish he never had started doing this, where they do the countdown and then he makes the crowd chant tables. I hate this.
Me too. It feels calculated. I don't like it.
I know. It was so much cooler before.
So Team 3D then sets up the table, but the British Invasion cuts them off. British Invasion go to suplex Bubba through the table, but Devon moves the table. Earl Hebner gets bumped, and Big Rob Terry is now in the ring, bumping everyone. My first thought is, why the fuck did the ref get bumped for Rob Terry to come in here when it's a no DQ match?
Until the finish, that's what I also was like.
Right?
Was like,
yeah,
this
that's what my thought
stupid.
process was.
Also, Devon, they're doing a thing here where Devon and Magnus are like getting to the spot to bump Earl Hebner, and you can see, I don't know if I think he got in early, which might be something that alluding to what Meltzer was talking about, where he kind of doesn't know what's going on. Rob Terry was G'ing up to attack Devon for like what felt like a whole minute. Like he was crouched behind in the ring, waiting for his spot. They do the shit. Earl Hebner just is in the fucking way for some reason. He gets splashed. Then Rob Terry clotheslines Devon, chokeslams Bubba. Mike Tenay calls Rob Terry the Muscle Man, which I love is a nickname. That's a great name.
Mom. Sorry.
Holy shit.
Devon powerbombs Magnus through the table. The ref is down. EY then comes in with the IWGP tag belt.
Oh my god.
Hits Devon. Pulls Magnus out of the wreckage. Puts Devon in the wreckage. EY then wakes up the referee. And the British Invasion win the match when Earl Hebner gets up and sees that none other than Devon is through the table.
Okay, I gotta say, I do like the finish. I actually like that. I think that's
I like the finish too.
Finish,
Shit's
yeah.
funny as fuck. I mean, like, wow. Dude, yeah, there's like, I mean, how do you lose a match when you have 9 people out there at all times?
Yeah, why didn't they all just get in the ring and put the Dudleys to the table?
Yeah, why didn't they just jump these dudes?
I guess to be fair, I guess maybe they tried to offset a little bit by having Team 3 bump them around early.
Yeah,
Maybe
sure.
that was like, so keep on. But you're right. Like, they could have just kept getting in and fucking Power Rangers putty style and keep jumping them. But
Dude, it's especially funny that they did the fuck finish and New Japan hated and didn't like approve it, and they just did this finish, and that's how the belts get changed. Yeah.
I read this the last time we talked about this, but I'll read it again just for those that may have missed it. So this is from the Observer. Right, this is I think the week or two after this happened. From the Observer, August 17th, 2009. New Japan Pro Wrestling announced this week that the match where Doug Williams and Brutus Magnus won the IWGP Tag Titles from Team 3D was never sanctioned as an IWGP Tag Title match, and that Team 3D are still the champions. TNA a few days later sent out its own release saying that the reports New Japan isn't recognizing the title chains aren't accurate. The report that New Japan sent out about the titles is not accurate. Then they said they talked with New Japan both before and after the match, and New Japan agreed that the match would be for the title, and that New Japan has agreed to do it. New Japan apparently did acknowledge Brutus and Doug Williams as champions 6 days after, saying that it wasn't a title match and that they didn't recognize it as a title change. Williams and Magnus are to defend the tag titles against Beer Money at Hard Justice. The announcement New Japan made about not recognizing the title change 2 weeks after the match. Don't know why it would take them 2 weeks to say something, Meltzer says, particularly since the result made Japanese press the day after the match took place, but it all seems like it's all worked out. So it was a problem until it wasn't a problem. I don't know. I mean, I guess there's a chance that like they talked to somebody in New Japan who wasn't really in the know, and they just took they said, hey, can we drop these? Yeah, fucking do what you want. Hey, what the fuck? I'm the camera guy.
It's like a lost in translation thing, you know, like they thought one thing and then
oh my god,
it's one of those yes is no and no is yes situations.
Yeah, wow. I'm assuming that's what happened, and then they're like, oh, well, I guess like at the end of the day, they're like, all right, whatever, this is what it is.
Or Bubba just assumed TNA in a working relationship with New Japan wouldn't tell him to do something that wasn't authorized to do.
Yeah. Hey,
yeah, I'm sure that was the case as
fine.
well, yeah.
Russo said, of course it's good, bro.
Yeah, of course. I talked to fucking all of them.
You could go lose those Noah tag titles, bro.
Oh, no. No. Fuck you. Fuck you. Dude, they emailed New Japan saying, hey, can we drop the titles to somebody here? Oh, yeah. Who you? Reply back, oh, who you want? Tina replies, British Invasion. Biggest text ever, bold, underlined, no.
They send them a large picture of the roster and says, which one of these guys is the British Invasion? 3 guys in Union Jack. Oh, it could be them. So backstage, Lauren is here and Stevie Richards runs in and says, $50,000.
$50,000? Holy fuck. Dude, people won't understand why, but I was hollering laughing when that happened, James. I mean,
one day in the future, someone will look back at this and say, I get this. Not today, but sometime in the future.
Stevie Richards runs in, $50,000. He has a fucking... I mean, he's definitely not holding $50,000. He just has a big wad of money, and he turns to Lauren and fucking smashes it, like he throws it right in her face. $50,000. Oh, what the fuck? And he grabs the mic and says, hi, Chris. He's talking about Abyss, of course. He says, hi, Chris. It's me, your friendly neighborhood therapist, Dr. Stevie. You thought you got rid of me? A little flesh wound like this. Look at this. Look at it. And he fucking takes his shirt off and he shows a big-ass bruise on his arm 2 weeks later from, I guess they had a match 2 weeks ago. And he says, $50,000 free money to anybody that wants it. You want to be an animal? You want to be treated like an animal? That was like the Scott Hall thing. You want to be an animal? You want to be treated like an animal? Then be prepared because you're going to be treated like an animal. And fucking and he says, Lawrence says, get the fuck out of here. It's over. And Stevie looks at her and says, it's never over. It's never over. And then it cuts away. It cuts to the crowd now who are all 2K style big thumbs down booing like everybody is.
They wanted to go backstage and meet Jeff Hardy.
I don't know who is the most mad fan here. We'll go backstage.
So we go to a pre-tape. Jesse Neal is training to be a wrestler, and Rhino is training him.
Yeah, and he sucks. That's his gimmick here. He sucks, and Rhino says you suck.
He sucks so bad, Mike Tenay says, all right, enough of that. We hear something's going on in the back.
He does do that. Middle of the video package. I've never seen that before. Middle of the video package says, hey, we got something else going on here. We're going to go to JB. And we go backstage, and JB says, oh, what the fuck? And it's Steiner and Booker attacking Lashley and Foley in Foley's office. Steiner is holding a big framed photo of Mick Foley that he took off the wall, and he's beating Mick Foley with it.
He just learned about this segment.
All right, Mick, in fucking 2 minutes, Steiner's going to kick the shit out of you. Oh, man. So they're kicking their ass, and then all of a sudden, Kurt full sprints off-screen, no clip, runs in and hits Bobby Lashley with a pipe and then runs away. And then they're checking on him, and someone in the back says, get a doctor, Lashley's out cold. So Lashley's fucked here. He got hit with a pipe.
And Beer Money was attacking the Main Event Mafia?
Yeah, so we're back from commercial. Beer Money's fighting them in the hallway. They brawl into the locker room, and Steiner and Booker T start getting up on Beer Money. And then the lights go out in the locker room.
Nice.
And then, yeah, like, that is awesome.
I thought it was going to lead to something else where Beer Money was going to come out and it was going to be like a bigger tag than it was before.
Oh, that would have been good.
No.
So no.
So Kurt and Kevin come out here, and obviously Lashley and Foley do not come out here because they were just attacked.
Yes, they do Lashley's music, and they even do the ring introduction for Lashley. but no one comes out, and they cut to Kurt, who is in the ring whistling very innocently in the ring. Kurt's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
This guy's the
He's
best.
built for this.
How is he the best at everything? Like, that's fucking crazy.
Just takes it by the horns.
There's no aspect of this sport that he's not good at. Foley's music hits, and he also gets an introduction. Kurt's checking his fingernails, and Foley doesn't come out. And Nash looks confused, and Kurt tells the ref to raise their hands. So he's Slick Johnson, I think, is the referee, who goes to raise their hands, and then bang, bang. Foley limps his ass out on the ramp. He got his ass whooped, and now he has to have a handicap match.
I thought Foley was going to get his ass kicked on the ramp, too. I thought, like, the rest of the Main Event Mafia was going to come out and kick his ass.
Me too.
So it's a handicap match. Yeah, 2-on-1. Angle and Nash versus Mick. And, I mean, Foley gets his fucking ass whooped.
They dog walk him. They like, it's not even like because there's like 10 minutes. It's like a 10-minute match, it feels like here. And they take their time. They get their heat on him. I mean, Foley gets a little bit like where he sends Kurt into 5 turnbuckles. But then they kick the shit out of him. They throw him into the stairs. Like, just kick the shit out of him.
So Nash comes in and gives Foley the work in the corner. Foley finds an opening and hits a double arm DDT on Kurt Angle.
Yes.
Foley then takes out his unidentified sock. Who is that?
Please, it's the trademark sock. Is he British?
Is this the British guy?
Did they always do that? They never called it Sacco? I never noticed.
I don't think I noticed either. Or maybe it's just not something I would remember, but that's
sure.
Funny.
Yeah, dude, unidentified sock is so fucking funny. Yeah, pulls out that trademark sock and he does the mandible claw.
Who is that? Who is that man?
Hey, we gotta pay him? Trademark.
The sock?
Fire Spider-Man. We gotta pay the sock.
So Foley takes that sock. Yeah, that golden sock.
Yeah, big sock. Shit's big, ain't it?
Oh man, tasty.
They so hard for money they fire Sacco. That's funny as fuck.
Sorry, Mick. We can't afford your trademark sock.
Sorry,
anymore.
we're a package deal.
Well, we're gonna throw you and the sock off the stage.
So Foley takes the sock and puts it in Angle's mouth.
The trademark sock.
And then Kevin Nash comes in and he hits a boot. Damn.
Kicks him in the head.
This guy can't get nothing.
Dude, then they kick his ass some more.
Dude, Angle locks in the fucking ankle lock on this dude. I'm like, holy fuck, man.
With the hugs.
Dude, grapevine the shit out of this dude. He stays in it for a while. Foley goes to tap out, but the lights go out.
Holy shit, just like in the locker room, he's got fucking the Electric Man is here.
And oh my god, Sting's music hits. Sting is in the crowd. He points at him. Lights go out again. Bobby Lashley's in the ring. I'll be a son of a bitch.
Who is it?
So Bobby Lashley is in the ring and he shit cans Angle. He spears Kevin Nash.
The nicest spear he's ever done, by the way.
I mean, hey, be a good brother about this one, all right?
He took care of the big
I'm
ring.
dropping the title, all right? I care a lot about this one. So he spears Nash and Mick Foley pins Kevin Nash and he wins the Legends title.
Yay!
This is a huge win for TNA.
Foley's got the Legends title, which was held by all the Legends, of course.
Yes.
That's right, Mick. Don't worry, we're gonna give you the title. We're just gonna kick your ass for like 6 months. We're gonna give you the title. Oh, that's awesome. Here's the Legends title.
And when you win it, we're gonna kick your ass again, buddy.
Yeah. So Foley wins the fucking belt. Don West says, "No way, this cannot stand," and they celebrate with the Legends title. Kurt grabs the world title and hugs it tight. And Tenay on commentary says, "It's time for TNA to take back control." And then we get the TNA Wrestling Cross the Line outro bumper there, which I always thought was cute, to end the 200th episode of TNA Impact. Yeah, man. Well, yeah, that is. I mean, I don't know if I had a good time watching it. Like, there's fun stuff. I don't know if I could say it was a good show, though.
Dude, you know what's crazy about this? I was just like scrolling my notes here. I'm like, there was like no X Division mention or feature or anything about the X Division on this show.
We need ratings,
at all.
Tony.
I know, but come on.
Who's
no
the fucking X Division champ at this point?
Dude, I have no idea. You could tell me it's Suicide, maybe? I don't know. I'm just guessing.
Homicide is the champion as of this show, and then loses it to Joe at the pay-per-view.
Oh, okay.
So Joe wins after losing.
Let's go.
Of course, and then Joe loses a month later to Amazing Red.
Yes.